got blood on the shirt with his crip ass. Go ride a disc, get murked.
Oh! Mess it up. Alright. What's going on YouTube? Thanks for Mikey. I'm finna tell y'all a little story about how I got suspended like 2 years ago when I was in high school. But this was junior year, 2 weeks before we went on like summer vacation. So we was doing the what's it called, at the end of the year test, whatever the hell it was called at the time. I don't know if they changed the name of it again, but yeah. So it was that time of year. We was testing this on the 3rd, right? And so I was doing my test. After I finished my test, whatever, I texted my friend Parker, and I was like, "Yo, where you at? Are you at lunch?" And he was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay, cool." Oh, mind you, this happened at Career Academy because I went to Newton, and I went to Career Academy too. So Parker was like, "Yeah, I'm at lunch." So I went downstairs, go to lunch, and I found Parker. I'll never forget this. At the table, it was Parker, Jessica, Shania, Anthony, and Alyssa, right? And then I came. And I always eat school lunch. So I got the school lunch, I sat down, I tried it, it was nasty. Like the dead ass, like the nastiest school lunch I've ever had in my entire life. So I told Parker, I was like, "Yo, you trying to hop in your car, fly to McDonald's, grab something to eat, and then like come back? Cause I think we got like 20 minutes left." And I don't know if you know, but like McDonald's is probably like 5 minutes from Career Academy, so it's like right up the road. You go there, you shoot back, whatever. He's like, "Yeah." So I'm okay, cool. So me and him both get up and we walk. And mind you, so like this is lunchtime. Hella people in the lunchroom. You got administrators and teachers all walking around or whatever. And me and Parker, we get up. We start walking out the door. I look behind me. Jessica and Shania are following us. I ain't saying that. I was okay, cool. I don't really care. So we get to the door, and I look behind me one more time, and there's this administrator. He looks at us. His name is Dr. Daniels. Never forget him. Nigga looks at me, and he goes. So, I look at him back and I go like that. And we hop in Parker's car and we dip. I'm saying we just cruising, vibing, listening to music, saying nothing like nothing crazy. We get to McDonald's, order our food, taking a little longer than expected. But like I said, nothing crazy. So, and then Shania, she gets a notification on her phone saying that she was marked absent for Spanish class. Mind you, me and her, we both had the same Spanish class. So she's like, "Michael, we gotta go." I'm like, "Oh shit." So I told Parker, I was like, "Yo, we gotta go right now because me and her just got marked absent." Hop back in the car, flying back to Career Academy, and then I get a snap from Jaden. He's like, "Where you at?" And I sent a picture. I was in a car. He was like, "You left?" I was like, "Yeah, but I'm on my way back." Get to the school, and then Jessica and Parker, they go their separate ways because they don't have our same class. So I think Jessica, Parker, one of them went to like the STEM building or something like that. And then me and Shania, we saw Dr. Daniels again. This nigga goes, so I go, "What's up?" And we go to class, open the door. No, we knock on the door because the teacher's class we had, her door was always locked. So we someone opened the door first, and the teacher's like, and then the teacher, Miss Teasley, I'm just going to say it, Miss Teasley, she's like, "How can I help y'all?" And I don't know, I kind of caught me off guard because I'm your student, I'm in your class every day. She's like, "How can I help y'all?" And then Shania, she was like, "Yeah, me and Micah just got done testing at the base school because me and her both went to Newton." And she's like, "We just got here." And that's when I was like, fuck, shouldn't have said that. I ain't say that, but I thought in my head, I was like, fuck, you shouldn't have said that. Because while I was taking my test at Career Academy, after my test, I saw Miss Teasley in the hallway, and she saw me too. So when Shania said that me and Michael just got done testing at the base school, she knew we was bullshit. Or she knew she was bullshitting. And on top of that, Shania had a McDonald's cup in her hand. And I'm like, great. But Miss Teasley she said, okay. So I'm like, okay, cool, bet. So I sit down, Shania sits down in her seat, and we're chilling, watching the movie, vibing, sound like I'm talking to my friend. She like talking to her friend. And then Miss Teasley gets up and she walks out of class. So I didn't think nothing of it. I'm thinking she went to the bathroom or something, but she just didn't say anything. And she gone for a solid like 2-3 minutes, and then she come back, and then Dr. Daniels is like, the administrator, he's like, "Micah, Shania, can see you guys in the hallway. That's when I was like, oh shit. Shania looks at me. She's like, fuck. Mind you, Dr. Daniels is probably the world's nicest administrator. So I knew we was in trouble, but I didn't think I was finna get like, you know, in trouble. So we got into the hallway, and he was like, so what happened? And of course, every time I get in trouble, I always try to act stupid first. So I was like, what you mean? He's like, Miss Teasley told me that you guys walked into class with McDonald's, saying that like Miss Teasley basically told him that we left to go get something to eat and then came back. And he's like, is that true? I was like, yeah, it's true. Because like, there's no point in lying, right? So there's no point in lying because obviously like we late to class. Plus you walk in with McDonald's cup. Miss Teasley already saw me after I took my test. Then you said we came from the base school. Like the whole shit was fucked from the beginning. So I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay, whose car did you take? And I almost slipped up because I said my friend, and then I was like, my car. He was like, your car? I was like, yeah. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, because if I said my friend's car, that means Parker would have gotten in trouble too, and Parker's my best friend. So I couldn't snitch him because like I'm not a snitch, so I'm not finna get him in trouble for no reason. So just kind of just kept him out of it. And Dr. Daniels, he was like, okay, well, I checked you guys' records or whatever. You both have pretty good grades. You guys don't get in trouble, no like disciplinary shits or whatever. And he's like, but unfortunately I have to write you up. And I'm like, fuck. Which is okay, right? Because I've been written up before. If y'all want that story time, I'll tell you about that too. That one was also pretty stupid too. But the way it happened was like, fuck. But he's like, I have to write y'all up. He's like, the worst that can come out of it is you get 2 days of ISS or 2 days of being of OSS, which, you know, out of school suspension. So I was like, okay, that's not bad, because, you know, seeing that he's like a cool ass person, we was going to get ISS, right? So like I've had ISS before, because like I said, I got written up before. So he's like, okay, that's it. And then we walk back in class, and then I'm just staring at Miss Teasley, and then I pull up my phone, I text my mom, I tell her everything that just happened. I told her I was about to get written up. She texts back, she was like, you shouldn't have left. I was like, yeah, I know, I'm sorry, blah 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 blah. And she's like, okay. I'm like, damn, like that almost sounded too good to be true. Like, I just told you that I got written up. And she's like, okay. So the school day ends. I explained to Parker what happened, because like he's asking. I explained to all my friends what happened. They're like, damn, you serious? I'm like, yeah, but it's all good, because I think I'm just gonna get ISS, right? No biggie. 3 weeks before the school ends, before school is out for the summer. So, right, it's not that deep. So I thought, go home, tell mom what happened. She's like, okay, because like I said, I got written up before. It wasn't that deep. Go to sleep, straight. Wake up, straight. Get in my car, straight. Go to school, straight. Go to Newton. Go to my first period. Oh, there's someone walking in front of me. Hold on. There's someone walking in front of me. Boy, definitely just heard me say that. Cut my windows down. Anyways, so go to Newton, go to my first period, and then I remember we all hop. So some people get in Parker's car, some people get in my car. We go to McDonald's or Dunkin' Donuts, as always. If like I'm saying, if you was there, then you know. Go to Creek Academy, fine. Walk in the door, perfectly fine. Walk in the door. I'm walking next to Shania, my bad, Shania, and then Dr. Daniels pulls her to the side, and he didn't pull me to the side, so I kept on walking. I'm like, okay, maybe he's just finna tell her, like I'm saying, like what like her consequences finna be or some shit. So then I'm just standing in like a corner, or no, I was standing in the lunchroom, and then Shania walks up to me. She's like, guess what? I'm like, what? She's like, Dr. Daniels said we're gonna get out of school suspension because apparently Miss Teasley told him that me and her had done something in the car. That's why we were late, which is cap, because we were in Parker's car. You feel me? So it was two other people in Parker's car. It was Jessica and Parker. So obviously like we ain't do shit. So then I'm like, are you serious? She's like, yeah. She's like, yeah. And then I got my first period, I'm straight. Second period, straight. My third period, I had Mr. Lavornia's class. Dr. Daniels knocks on the door. He's like, I need to speak to Micah. I'm like, oh my God. So then he tells me that I'm gonna get OSS, and then he tells me to sign a paper. Of course, I'm gonna sign it because like, he was super cool about the whole situation. He actually told me that he felt bad that he had to do what he did. I'm like, it's straight, don't worry about it. So I signed it. That was it. And my last class, at Spence class, it was a B day. Never forget this. I love B days, but I hated this class and this teacher after this incident. Walk in class, and then Miss Teasley pulls me and Shania outside, and she's like, I'm sorry for what I had to do. I was just doing my job. And I was like, no, your job is to teach Spanish. Your job is not to worry about what like me and someone else got going on. Mind you, we had nothing going on because we ain't never doing that. Me and her were just friends, right? And we just happened to have the same class and walking in at the same time or whatever. So it was nothing at all going on. But, and then, so the whole class, like, I'm just sitting there just upset because then my mom texts me. She's like, come home straight after school. Your stepdad wants to talk to you. And I was like, okay, well, I know what it's about. So I'm thinking it can't be that bad. So I go home or whatever. And he gets home, and I immediately, like, I go to him. He doesn't have to come to me because I know he wanted to talk to me. Like I already knew what I did. So he came home. I go to him. I'm like, so, like she said you want to talk. He's like, yeah, I'll talk to you upstairs. We go upstairs, have a long conversation. And of course, like, there's like a punishment or whatever, you know, like I said I was sorry, whatever. So he took my car keys, which is okay. But the thing was, he was like, you can't, Parker can't come get you in the morning. You have to ride the bus to school, and you got to ride the bus back. And I was like, damn, because I have not ridden the bus all damn year. So now it's just like, now I got to get on the bus to go to school and come back, which sucked, man, because I hate the bus. Because I ain't taught no one on that bus, because I'd always driven to school, or someone had come to pick me up to bring me to school or bring me home. But, and then for the rest of the year, every time I saw Miss Teasley, she would be like, hi, Micah, and then I walk past her, and then it made her feel bad, because she told me, she was like, you know, you're hurting my feelings, and I just kept on walking, because I was not trying to hear that shit, because she was like, you're making me feel bad, and I was like, yeah, I'm saying, like, this is after I came back from my suspension, because I was suspended. I don't know what day it happened on, but I think I was suspended on like on a Monday and Tuesday or something like that. So yeah, that happened. And then what else happened after that? So I got my car keys taken, and then I had to do construction work with my uncle. It was paid construction work, but I hated working with him because, like, he was I don't know. He used to yell at me for no reason. I don't like being yelled at. So I think that's the end. I can't really think of nothing else. Oh yeah. And then going into senior year, after the whole summer, the whole situation is blowed over in her mind, Miss Teasley's mind. Walking first day senior year, she's like, hi Micah, how was your summer? Kid you not, this is her and this is me. She says, hi Micah, how was your summer? I just walk right past her. I don't say not a goddamn thing to her. People just parked next to me. But yeah, I don't say a goddamn thing to her. And then, so yeah. And then, like, middle of the year, she was like, Micah, the situation's over with. You have to grow up from the situation or something like that. So, yeah. That's how that situation happened. So, yeah. Like and comment for another video.